Hello and welcome. My name is Biagio Mazza, Pastoral Associate at St. Sabina's Parish in Belton, Missouri, and I'm here to welcome you to another Do You Know series questions. Today's Do You Know question is, do you know the meaning and significance of the liturgical year? The liturgical year is something that we experience every year beginning with the first Sunday of Advent, and yet many of us are not really attuned to how it's structured and what its purpose and meaning and significance is. So this video is an attempt to address a bit of that. The liturgical year is an attempt to structure time according to the life of Jesus, primarily focused on the Paschal mystery of Jesus, which is the passion, death, and resurrection of Jesus, the heart of what it means to be a disciple of Jesus. So it's an attempt to structure time, sacred space in such a way that we get in tune with Jesus' life as the model for our own life of discipleship. In order to understand the liturgical year, it's important to realize the various components of it. The liturgical year begins with the first Sunday of Advent, and it ends with the 34th Sunday in Ordinary Time, known as the Feast of Jesus Christ, King of the Universe. The way that the liturgical year is structured, it focuses on two festal seasons and ordinary time. The key or heart, if you want, of the liturgical year is the 3 days that we refer to as the Triduum. This is Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and the Easter Vigil, leading to the celebration of the resurrection of the Lord. That Triduum is the very focus of the entire liturgical year, the Paschal mystery, and that Triduum is prepared for 40 days, beginning with Ash Wednesday, the season of Lent, and is celebrated for 50 days, going all the way to the Feast of Pentecost, after which the ordinary time is picked up again. The second festal season is the season of Christmas, which begins at preparation time with the first 4 Sundays in the season of Advent, the first 4 Sundays before Christmas, and is celebrated for an extended period of time, which includes the Epiphany and comes to a closure on the Feast of the Baptism of the Lord. Once the Feast of Baptism of the Lord ends, the ordinary time season is picked up and goes on till the beginning of Lent, which occurs on Ash Wednesday, and is interrupted. Ordinary time is interrupted for at least those great 90 days till it's picked up again after the Feast of Pentecost. Now, it's really important to realize that the reason why the Church helps us with the liturgical year is to enable us to structure our days, our Sundays, and our time into a sacred time that follows the journey of Jesus that he was on earth as a way of a model for us of how to live our lives. And the heart of the liturgical year, that Paschal season, gets unpacked daily and weekly in the lectionary. The lectionary becomes the cutting of passages, if you want, from the entire Bible, especially the New Testament and the Old Testament, in which we get attuned to Jesus' life, what he said, what he did, how he acted, and that final culminating point of being willing to give of his life for all of us. And that's what we are called to model ourselves on Jesus' life, his Paschal mystery, and what it means to be a disciple of the Lord. The lectionary helps us, attunes us through all the scriptural passages to that life of Jesus and what it means to be a disciple of Jesus, and it kind of intensifies and continually alerts us to what we should be about as disciples of the Lord. And each year we continue to immerse ourselves. As each new liturgical year begins, we continue to immerse ourselves in the life of Jesus so that we too can be other Jesus in our world, in our lives, and in our church. So I hope this has helped you a bit to explain the meaning and significance of the liturgical year and how the lectionary guides us and helps us during the entire liturgical year to attune ourselves to Jesus' life as a model and example for our own lives. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope you'll return once again to more Do You Know questions. Thank you.